Hey guys, so sit with me as I do this extra long, oh man, so long birthday set for my client. So as always, you always start with doing a good prep. I already applied the tips and I didn't shape them. They were extra long, just taper square C curves tips. And at this point I was like, you know what, let me start recording. This will be a good video to put on YouTube. So here I am, because also I decided to ask the customer after all of this, like, do you want them square or do you want like a little shake to them? And she actually told me that she wanted them to be coffin. So instead of filing my life away with the nail file, I decided to help myself with the drill with my E-file, and I'm taking up the C curve on the side as you see me doing, just so that we can get a more tapered look. The nails ended up not even being C curve anymore after I did this. They were more so just extra long coffin without that deep C curve in it, but it gave a perfect finish to the look. The nails with the E-file is just very simple. It's what you would do when you angle the nail file. It's just that it's a little bit more quicker and less straining on your hands. And right now I'm just using the hand file just to tidy up my shape and get any loose ends off so that those won't get in the way during application. Another way that this could have helped with if I had extra long coffin shaped nail tips, which I didn't. So I had to file them this way. And between them having square or coffin, I could also make this shape also stiletto if she wanted it. But that was that part for the shaping. Now on to the application. So I don't usually do extra long nails, but it's good to know different skill sets and how to do these type of sets just in case your client does ask for it. I've done a few extra long sets. Usually this client that I have right now, she usually gets extra long nails, but she wanted them really long for her birthday. And I found that it's really easy to do these type of nails. One way that I tried to get the acrylic over the whole nail without it going all over the place is holding the nail in a downward position so that I don't only have to work, but gravity does this work too, by basically pulling down the acrylic and letting it flow down. Another way that I found that is easier to do long tips like this is that during the prepping phase, I just take a medium sanding bit or a fine sanding bit. Most likely I use this fine because I don't even really like medium. It's too rough on the natural nail. But I use a fine sanding bit to go over the nails and blend the tip in with the natural nail. But the longevity of the tip, so whatever is the tip after her free edge, I do not buff that anymore. I usually buff the whole nail to get the shine off of it, but I feel that the acrylic moves easier. As you can see, like if the light hits it, that the tips are still shiny. I feel like the acrylic smooths over and rolls down better when you don't buff the whole nail or use the sanding bit or the entire nail. Gravity just allows it to go straight down, and the smoothness of the shiny part of the nail tip just allows it to keep flowing all the way down to the nail tip's free edge, which also just makes application way easier. While you're doing an application of acrylic, you want to make sure as the acrylic is going down, first of all, you want to get the right bead, the consistency. I like it when I'm doing extra long nails like this that the bead is not dry. Like you don't want it to be crispy dry, but also you don't want it to be too wet. Usually when I pick up a bead, I'll count to 2 or 3, and then I apply it to the nail, and then I pick up the brush and I wipe the brush on both sides. When doing extra long nails, it is very important to wipe your brush and also change your paper towel or your little bib that you may use to wipe the brush I'd say for each hand, just so that your brush does not get caked up with all the acrylic that you're using. And as it's going down the acrylic, you want to make sure you just keep it in on the sides. So as you see, I just go side to side, I apply more acrylic, and I just keep side to side so that it doesn't run over. And also try to keep to the shape of the nail. That's very important. You can spend all the time at the beginning of the nail set by doing prep and shaping the nails, and by the time you add acrylic to it, the whole shape is gone, and then you have to basically take a file and shape it again. So as I'm letting the acrylic go down, I'm going over the sides and just basically patting it in. And again, this is not a real runny bead. I would say this is about, not a medium, but a loose to medium bead that basically allows the acrylic to flow, but doesn't allow it to stiffen and dry too quickly. It's long or short, you want to pay very much attention to the cuticle area. As you see, I do not apply acrylic all the way up to the cuticle point where the nail meets the skin. I basically apply it a little down, and then I just blend it in. And this is what it looks like with no design at all, fresh shape, all of that on point. So now I'm on her French nail art. I find that using a brush that is long, slim, and thin allows me to do the nail art on these long nails way easier. You should have an array of different detailing brushes that range from maybe sizes 4 milliliter to more smaller detailed nail art. And I have a 8 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, a 25 millimeter nail art detailing brush, but right now I'm using the 20 because I feel with the length of the nail and as much polish as it holds, it allows for ease of adding that gel polish to do her French and precision to it. Brush on the nail, which allows for a very ease of application. And like I said, if you tilt the phone a little bit to the right, you'll see that the angle of the V French is right dead in the center, and it took very less effort to do it with a 20 milliliter brush. I wouldn't advise using anything less than this because the nails are so long, it will take forever to fill in. And this is the final look. The client has sent me a picture of what she had wanted, and I love when I finish a nail set and the client says, oh my gosh, I love them, and you make them look so much better than a picture. Like, I show you a picture, and every time you do my nails, they look way better than a picture. So I'm always happy when it's a satisfied client, and also when you give them exactly what they want. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more YouTube videos from Shades by Shar. Follow our Instagram at Shades by Shar _nail lounge. Ta-ta!